Hi guys, I'm Narmata. Welcome to Samyukta Diaries. In this video today, we are going to make the silk handkerchief pasta with pesto sauce. We're not going to buy the pasta from stores. We are going to make the pasta. That's the whole fun about this recipe. Let's get on with the pesto sauce first. You need a big handful of basil leaves and put that in a mortar and pestle. Add 2 garlic pods to it and a pinch of salt and a small handful of pine nuts. I'm going to crush it all together. Don't use the mixie for grinding this. You'll only get a silky and smooth pesto if you grind it in a mortar and pestle. Once it comes to a paste, I'm going to add 100 ml of olive oil and 20 grams of Parmesan cheese. It's all coming together now. I'm just mixing it just for a little bit more. Pesto is ready now. Now we are going to keep this aside and get on with the pasta. I'm taking 250 grams of plain flour. Add a pinch of salt to it. I'm going to mix it first before I add the eggs. I'm making a well in the middle. I'm going to add 1 whole egg and 3 egg yolks. That's 1 whole egg and 3 egg yolks. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. 1 and 2. I'm going to mix it with a fork first and then I'm going to get on with my hands. You can sprinkle some water if it's necessary. I'm going to knead it now for 5 or 10 minutes. The more you knead the dough, it'll make a very silky pasta. I'm going to flatten this out with a rolling pin. Sprinkle some flour on the surface so the dough won't stick to it. Now I'm going to flatten this out as thin as possible. If you have a pasta machine press, you can use that, but I don't have one. I always make it by hand. It doesn't have to be in a perfect round shape. You're going to cut it anyway. It's not a roti, so it doesn't have to be perfect. I've made this as thin as possible. It was really hard work. Look how thin it is. I'm going to take the pasta sheet and tear it like this. To boil the pasta, I have salted water here. It's very hot now. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of olive oil to it. The water has come to a boil. Tear the sheet into strips like this by your hand. Don't use a knife to cut it. You don't want it to be perfect. You see the serrated parts, if you tear it by hand, the zigzag pattern, that absorbs more pesto sauce. It'll be really yummy, believe me.
Mom, is pasta ready yet?
It's not, darling. It'll take just 2-3 minutes, yeah?
Okay.
The salted water has come to a boil. I'm going to add my pasta sheets to it. It just has to boil for 2 or 3 minutes, that's it. Pasta has cooked, so I'm going to switch off the flame now. In another saucepan, I'm going to add the pesto sauce. I'm just going to warm it for just 1 or 2 minutes. I'm going to add a little pasta water to the pesto. This is about 2-3 spoons of pasta water. This will make the pesto very silky. You can see the pesto sauce is a bit watery. The pasta is going to absorb all the water. I'm going to add the pasta to the sauce. I'm going to mix it all together and then switch off the flame. Sprinkle more Parmesan cheese at the top. This is my silk handkerchief pasta with pesto sauce. I'm going to try it now. It's divine. Susie, it's amazing. Thank you for watching my video, guys. I hope you try this recipe at home and let me know your comments. Thank you.